What's up, everybody? This 21 I got out. 707% 21 I got out. So got the usual cast here. We got
PHV.
It's your boy Rad Box.
and we come with y'all with our sports show, our sports talk. We're gonna start off with the number one thing is sports news right now. You know, we don't talk much college football, college basketball, but we're gonna talk today. NCAA FBI Pro came out. A lot of people getting paid, as we all know, but FBI is into it. A lot of people who got paid is coming out. A big deal is that Arizona coach Sean Miller was on the phone wiretap. Now the people getting wiretapped and everything. It's crazy. Wiretap offering $800,000 and $100,000.
It's a big dude though.
So what y'all think?
That's a grown man right there.
I'm surprised he didn't get a mill, but
That's a grown man right there.
so what y'all think about this FBI probe? Y'all think is it big deal or no big deal?
It's obviously a big deal because the FBI is involved. So I think that it's a bigger deal. But I don't think it's a big deal because we all knew. I mean, I watched the movie Blue Chips and figured it all out in 2 hours. Like, it happens. Like, if you want top tier talent, and it's not a surprise. Some of them come from bad backgrounds where they need financial support and they can't wait that year. Some of them can't even afford it, so they need a full scholarship, but their parents need help. Some of them will be working part-time jobs to help their mom. Like, those things are real. There's real life. So, as a parent, if I'm struggling and you want my son to come make money for you, you making millions off my son's image, yeah, I want something to kick something back to me for taking my son. So, it's not a surprise. But the FBI is involved, and I'm telling y'all this. If they get Coach K, that is the end of college sports as we know it. It's the end of college sports as we know it. It's just
College basketball or it's college football?
college sports. If they get Coach K, it's over. It's over.
I don't know if, like you said, it really just shed a light on what we already knew. And now the mainstream public can open their eyes. So people who was trying to turn a blind eye to, like, nah, that's not my school. But you starting to see this everybody's school.
It's everybody's school.
I think it's crazy to have a wiretapping of a head coach. You would think assistants, scouts, somebody, some random guy who does that. Like the coach had a wiretap saying to coach, we got $100,000 for him. Like, bro, why would you put that on the phone? You never think FBI. You never think that. You think NCAA not about to go that far. You never think FBI, but still, bro, I didn't think you even try to do that. I thought that was
you keep the head coach as clean as possible and do all the dirt.
You have to.
But then you get those scenarios where we heard that story before. Like, I was unaware. I had no idea that.
Got a better chance at that thing on the phone. Talk about $100,000.
The problem is you got to keep the coach clean because he's the sell. He's the face of your basketball program. You got to keep the face clean. If he get monkeyed up, what's the recruiting pitch? You see what happened with Patino?
Sounds bad.
You see what I'm saying? You got to keep him clean. As the coach, you got to say, I don't care what y'all do. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Do it.
Liability.
Don't tell me nothing. I'm fine.
This what it is. If Patino got hit, Patino is Patino is Rick Pitino. He's on a standard of his own. So if he has to do it, everybody else has to do it. Because it's tiers. Patino, Krzyzewski, all those guys are. Everybody under them, if they have to do it, everybody under them got to do it.
When you see five-star recruits going to freaking North Dakota State, what do you think people going to do? Okay, what happened? What happened here? Okay. What you doing there?
Maybe got a big cousin that go there.
All right, yeah, okay.
So let's get down. Let's ask one or two questions I'm gonna ask.
Yep.
Should the NCAA find a better way to play college players?
I think they should pay players. I'm gonna put that out there. But it's interesting though, because do you just pay the basketball and the football players, or do you gotta pay every college athlete?
I think that's the issue though.
You know what I'm saying? Because do you gotta pay the lacrosse player, the swimmer, the golfer?
Nope. At some point you gotta be like, is this professional basketball or amateur basketball?
That's what I'm saying. And but to this degree though, I think they should be given something to help them survive on a college campus. There's no reason the face of your basketball program should be struggling to get a meal or stuff of that nature.
But why were we talking about people who get those exorbitant numbers to help out at home? What's that?
I'm talking about the help out on campus. I'm talking about their college life. At home, that's the problem with college sports in general. Like I said, a lot of these kids come from struggling backgrounds.
Yeah.
So them being gone from home is a hassle in itself. So I don't know. I think personally, I think it's just the one dumb rule should be just done away with.
Just the Wild Wild West. If
and
you're
if-
good enough, you
that's
go.
my next
If
question.
you think you
That's
good
the next
enough to
question.
go.
We're talking about. Well, my take on it, I think they definitely should pay. To get to y'all point of lacrosse and hockey, what's the revenue? Is they revenue?
Should they-
Is they bring in the bill?
They bring something.
They not bringing in the bill. They not bringing it. They
Yeah,
merch
but
is not selling off. They merch is not selling.
They bringing in
You know what I'm
something.
saying? They not.
So you think these players should be like $2 checks?
The NCAA got no, not even NCAA. The conferences have TV deals with the big name with Fox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do lacrosse be on Fox?
No. Well, yeah. Well,
Maybe
no.
on
Lacrosse be on
FS7.
ESPN championships. The championships be on.
Do
ESPN.
hockey be on ESPN?
College hockey? No. I don't go watch regular hockey. I don't know.
I see the Frozen Four once in every 5 years on there. Y'all know it's called Frozen Four?
That's
My
dope.
point.
Oh, that's
My
dope.
point.
I like
So,
that. I like Frozen.
I
Four.
understand other people, but bro, if you're not bringing in what I'm bringing in, so what you complaining, bro? It's that simple. It's product. I am the best at what I'm doing. I'm bringing the revenue. I'm bringing the TV
That's
shares.
what
I'm
I
bringing
agree. If I'm
them.
bringing
People
the revenue,
merchandise.
that is
This whole thing is packed out. I got to get paid for that.
I agree.
And if you gonna say that the college education is worth all that, you're a fool. Because even to say if you not one of them, because one of them you're not even getting the whole college education. Say if you a 4-year guy, and chances are you're not going and get a job that's gonna make the money you could have made if they just paid you what you was worth in college basketball. Unless you're gonna be aerospace or something, you're not making $500,000 or something like that.
In that sense,
in your
like,
job.
Are you still? I don't like the idea of trusting the NCAA to dole out those funds.
The
Why
problem
don't you just
is
let the player itself? If you want to be marketable and market yourself,
Yeah,
free-
sell your
free
own merch.
to
If
go.
you got merch, sell your own merch.
I'm about to say that's
And
why I
that should be
think
the middle
I
ground.
think that's what separation is, where it's like we don't own the rights to your image. If you get on a college campus and you want to put your face on some T-shirts and go sell them, you can reap all the
don't
benefits.
put our school name.
Yeah, but you can reap all the benefits of your face, all that stuff.
The issue,
but
the most money is this TV. This TV deal with ESPN and Fox,
Yeah.
they get millions, billions of dollars off that. And if I don't show up to play, you're not getting paid because nobody want to see. I'm sorry, these guys who not getting paid
I mean, if we,
shoot the ball. Like
if-
they want to see me.
if we go back to the LSU thing, and I thought Ben Simmons said it right. He said, "I'm not here to be a student. I went to school my first semester so I could be eligible." And he said, "But if I don't come to games, nobody care about LSU."
No.
ESPN was putting games on LSU. ESPN was putting games on LSU on their network only because Ben Simmons was playing. If Ben Simmons is not LSU, you wouldn't even know who's on their roster.
So you hit it on it earlier. What do y'all think of the one and done rule? Should it be gone? Do y'all like it? Should it be 2 years? What do y'all think should be addressed with that?
I think the one and done rule should be gone, but if you do go to college, you gotta stay for 2 years. I think that's a fair middle ground. If you think you're good enough to go to the league, I want you to have the opportunity to get the money you need to support you, your family, whatever you need it for. But if you decide to go to college, you gotta stay for a minimum of 2 years.
I don't like it being the rule. If you're good enough to go to the league, go to the league.
Yeah, I'm not good for the one and done. I'm not even good for the 2 year. I think it's I think if whenever point in time you want to drop out of high school and go play pro, you can do it. The rule of making somebody stay 2 years, that don't make sense to me. It makes no sense at all.
It's if the NBA and NCAA were in bed with each other. That's the only one.
That's
exactly what it was.
But that's what I'm
It's
thinking.
to do that.
I'm thinking I'm thinking they are and they were and they still are. And the middle ground for the NCAA will be if we allow if we take the one of them away, that guy give us them for 2 years. I think that will be the compromise.
I mean,
between
but
two.
if they are producing the G League like they've been hyping it as of the last couple of years, they're trying to do away with the system altogether, aren't they?
That's true.
The one and done is done, bro.
Shout
The
out
only
to
reason
JB.
there's no prop. The only reason one and done is because NCAA must be paying NBA, saying like, yo, because they're not gonna want to watch us, quote unquote, if we don't get some not top name guys or something. They scared. I don't see why does Stern think, yeah, all these high school players, Kevin Garnett, we don't want Kevin Garnett, we don't want Kobe, we don't want LeBron, Dwight. We don't want these guys coming straight out of high school making our league better. We want them to go to college for a year. Why? You know what I'm saying? I don't see what Stern thought that was the thing to do, but
But the thing is,
It had to be money behind it.
even when it wasn't a wonder, it was still prominent. Tim Duncan went to college, and it was still
Chris Paul went to college. Darren Williams
went to college.
A lot of guys.
People in college who were worth watching. So I don't know why it was such a necessity.
And right now it's different now because it's the draft combine. You could they can same thing what they do for if you're a one and done guy. You can go to draft combine. If you're not good, if you're not a first round pick, they say you can come back. So high school, go to draft combine. If you're not good enough, go to college, bro. That's the same difference. You get your result package. If your result package not you a top 20 guy, go back to college. Go to college. It's the same difference.
I think that's clean.
All right, man. Moving on. Your guy, your man, Kawhi.
Oh yeah, that's my boy.
He's sitting
I
down.
realize it.
I had a list of them, you know.
Oh yeah, he's sitting down. He's saying he's not playing. The pain is too hurt too much to play. He's cleared medically by the Spurs staff, but outside sources saying he got pain. He not playing. What's your take on that?
I have a couple takes. My first take is when I first read this and read the report, I was worried for Kawhi money. Like when you're medically clear, like contractually you should be playing, right? I know your bread guaranteed.
But it's the Spurs. The Spurs is a little more lenient than most organizations.
I'm saying, bro, if my doctor's telling me you're cleared to play, and you're telling me you're not, I'm not about to get, I'm not with Andrew Bynum. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I'm not going for that.
I feel you. I'm not mad at that.
But it's Kawhi though.
I know, but
And if you do,
are we not a 2-3 seed?
you're right. But if you now, okay, you do that.
You got no shot at championship though without Kawhi.
You do that, and he up next year, right?
Yeah.
So what you think? He gonna resign with y'all?
Nah, you think he might get moved next year?
That's what I'm saying. So like,
Like,
no,
that's
for
what
real.
it's
So
like,
like, if I'm just saying, like, if you got any hope of him resigning with you, you're not gonna try to take his money because if you
I'm
do
sure
that,
there's a time frame for it within like 5. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But that's my first thought. Like I'm always thinking about that.
yeah, I hear that.
I'm concerned. This is concerning for me. It seems like like the Patriots is getting cracks, and like these two like postal organizations who is just like the epitome of what being good in their sport is getting cracked. You would never have thought the Spurs would have any discord with any player they've ever had. Like it's the Spurs. Everybody's happy. Everybody get rest. Pop is probably the best coach in the league. But for the best player on their team, he only 26 to come out and he hasn't even publicly denied it yet. He hasn't said nothing about it.
He don't talk to nobody.
That's the problem. So you don't know. All we doing is speculation, and he could just end it if he come out and say, "I'm behind the organization. This is the report's fault." But because it's Kawhi, he's not going to do that. So it's concerning. For me, it's really concerning.
Yeah, it's concerning because it's Kawhi. I never, you know what I mean. So it's one of those things where you gotta believe Kawhi, right?
Yeah.
But then it's
right in front of you.
yeah, like then it's to the point. It was like, bro, what's going on? Like if nobody can find no pain in where he's saying it's pain, no like structural damage in where he's saying that, and he's saying he's just painful. So it's like they say Pop is upset, but it's like why would Kawhi not want to hoop? Now if you think about retiring or something crazy, all right, cool, I get it. But if he still want to hoop mentally, still in his prime, and he's saying something hurt, you gotta believe him, all right?
I mean, how many other doctors can we send you to though? Like all our guys.
At some point, it goes from we trust Kawhi to bro.
So
what is it really? Do you not want to play?
So do you think he's lying? If you the Spurs, you think Kawhi's lying?
No, I don't think he's lying, but I don't think as much I can do at this point. I've exhausted my
as an
resources.
organization. That's where I'm not comfortable with that. Where it's like my best player is saying something wrong. My doctors who I'm paying all this money to can't figure it out. Now I'm at his mercy, and it's like I can't be comfortable there. So either you guys, like, Kawhi, what is it? Is you like?
You either
You gotta have a real conversation.
You gotta make a
at this
move.
point. Like you can't hold his. He holding on that gunpoint at this point. Like it's what he say go.
Can y'all put this in perspective? Hey, last year he played. He had a bum ankle before he got hurt. And missed the rest of the season, right? Mm-hmm. And he played on it.
He did.
He played for y'all.
He did.
And he got hurt. I know he got not Mozgov. Pachulia, whatever. Zaza. I know.
It was not a dirty play. It was clean.
But it happened.
It did
so
happen.
he probably in his mind like, yo, I'm not playing on nothing again. I'm not getting hurt again, and I'm not going through that rehab again. If something hurt, I'm not playing. Because I just did that in the playoffs, and I got hurt again, and it made it worse. I can understand from that perspective of him saying like, I'm not doing that no more.
I can see that. I'm hopeful. I miss Kawhi. I like watching Kawhi play. He's my MVP pick. I just want to see him get back.
My issue is that I feel like I just don't like this being this close to his new contract. Like, I don't feel great about maxing him out. No, not knowing he ain't played in like 2 years. We get to that point.
I can see you. I can see that.
So final word. What y'all think? Kawhi is the Spurs next year? Yes or no?
Yes.
Next year? So he free agent this?
No, like they gonna have to. If they want to trade him, they got to trade him.
You're right.
If they want to get something for him,
I think they move.
they move him.
I think they move him. He goes where I don't think he's going nowhere high prominent though.
I think being the Spurs, they're not just gonna let him walk out. And this, they got to move him.
it's gonna be some silly shit, like some Phoenix shit.
That's petty.
They might pull Booker.
You never know. Moving on.
That's interesting.
Moving on. Some more NBA talk. Well, some more political NBA talk.
Dun, dun, dun.
Laura Ingram, whatever, from Fox
Is her
News.
name? I thought it was Sarah.
It's Laura. I was mistaken.
Whatever her name is. We got a little 2-minute clip. We're gonna show y'all what she said, how she pretty much dissed LeBron and KD. Watch it.
Athletes, I think.
NBA superstar LeBron James is talking politics again, and this time it's R-rated. Here's his barely intelligible, not to mention ungrammatical take on President Trump in a new ESPN podcast.
The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a about the people.
But wait, there's more gripping insight. ESPN host Carrie Champion asked James and fellow NBA star Kevin Durant about what she described as Trump's racist comments.
I feel like our team as a country is not ran by a great coach.
It's not even a surprise when he says something. It's not even a surprise. It's like laughable. It's like
It's
that's
laughable.
bad.
it's laughable and it's scary.
But it's also scary
Right,
because
right.
I shouldn't be numb to your racist
Right,
comments.
right.
I shouldn't be numb to your behavior.
I'm numb to this commentary. Like, must they run their mouths like that? Unfortunately, a lot of kids and some adults take these ignorant comments seriously. Look, there might be a cautionary lesson in LeBron for kids. This is what happens when you attempt to leave high school a year early to join the NBA. And it's always unwise to seek political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. Oh, and LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
So, y'all heard her rant, her soliloquy. So what y'all think about her overall topic? Shut up and dribble. What y'all think?
You go ahead. You go ahead. B.
I didn't like it. Like, short answer.
All right.
I just don't know why. I don't want to say it. I don't want to speculate why she chose to just disrespect basically anybody who's never went to college, anyone who decided that why not get paid for my talent as a businessman instead of going down this route. That people who has a voice, she don't think they should be able to talk. And based on what she came off to me, the reasons why I felt like it was dipped in something a little deeper than just politics. That's the cleanest way I can say it.
Well, you can say it clean. It's sad to say, but she's sharing the opinion of most people who voted for Donald Trump or who is a fan of Donald Trump. Where it's like anytime somebody comes out against him, it's just low blows. I'm going to say what I want about you or what you're doing. Because she ain't talking about the fact that LeBron is putting millions of kids through college and him investing in and being in philanthropy and how Kevin Durant doing the same thing. Nothing mentioned of that. No mention of that as he didn't go to college and he getting paid to dribble a ball. Well, he's the best in the world at doing that. He's the top of his craft, making $100 million. Say that. But no, but it's not surprising. It's Fox News. Those type of people say that type of thing because they have nothing else better to say. So it's sad, but that's just the country we live in, and it's never going to change. So
They protect their president, man.
This It's a lot of layers to this.
Sad, man. It's really sad.
First off, she's defending Trump, right? And a lot of people will say, what is his credentials to be president, right? Like if she's saying
That's a fair question.
so if she's saying he don't have credentials because he left school at high school, which is whatever, to even talk about politics, what gives Donald Trump credentials to run for president, right? Because he's rich.
And he's older. He's over, what, 37?
Because he's a white man.
He's over 37.
Over 37, he's rich, right? So
that's the credential.
That's one. You know what I mean? Republicans, like most famous president, Ronald Reagan was an actor.
He was an actor.
He was an actor, right? Mm-hmm. The California Arnold Schwarzenegger was an actor, a bodybuilder, took steroids, and he ran and he won a political party. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter where your background is. Clearly, credentials doesn't matter in some cases because look where our president is. So for her to go to like his opinions based on Donald Trump's statements, tweets, who a lot of people said they're offensive. A lot of people, and let's be real, they're
offensive.
They are offensive.
They're racist too.
A lot of sexist opinions about things. For me to just point that out and say, yeah, it is. How can you, go down to just shut up and dribble? Like that's just crazy.
And I like what LeBron said. Whether she wants to admit it or not, he speaks for a lot of youth. People look up to LeBron. That's just true. So why should he be quiet? Why shouldn't he have a voice? He's a leader in the black community. He's somebody that kids look up to, and he should say something. If he didn't say something, we should say something to LeBron about not saying something. So he should shut up and dribble. He should voice his opinion because he's a leader in the black community, and there are kids who look to LeBron for stuff like that. And what's wrong with that?
It also is imperative because sports figure out one of the most popular people in this country. So their opinion and how they think should matter. Like they're on the face of the TV every day. People identify with them. And for him, his opinion should be matter. Like somebody should be like, okay, why do you feel that way? Because he influences, as you said, a lot of people. A lot of people buy his merchandise. A lot of people buy his basketball. A lot of people want to be him. So his thoughts and how his mind works, should be very important to everybody.
Especially being LeBron James, like that.
I agree with everything you guys said. I'm just trying to find like another angle in the conversation. Based on how she responded to, based on LeBron, how she responded to LeBron comments, couldn't you say LeBron did the same thing to Trump in the same way?
Wait, explain. I'm sorry.
Like he basically called Trump out his name and all that. Basically went a derogatory term the way she did towards LeBron.
Well,
is it really just going back and forth at this point?
My position on that is I feel like Trump does things to have that. Like Trump tweets divisive comments. He says things for criticism. LeBron, and it's not like LeBron held a press conference to talk about Trump.
We can honestly say that he knows if he says something.
I get that, but he was asked a question. A lot of stuff Trump do isn't asked or provoked. It's just him being himself. So I think from that angle, no. Like he was asked a question, he answered the question. That's all he did.
I'm saying just no one's above criticism.
No, for real. I'm not saying she should never criticize. My thing is at the end of it, shut up and dribble. This is not her critiquing LeBron James and his comments on Trump, on Donald Trump, President Trump. It's not saying, "Hey, that's not right. I don't believe what you're saying." This is saying, "Don't talk about it because you're too dumb to talk about it because you left high school too early. You know what I mean? You didn't go to college." So that's where the undertone, right, is layers to it. It's undertone. We're not saying the surface of it is fine. Critique. That's what all they do in politics. That's all they do on CNN and Fox. Critique what people say about Donald Trump in politics. But to say that he cannot comment on it and he shouldn't comment on it because all he is a basketball player is nuts. That's where it's like, okay, now it's like, all right, that's a little too far, bro. That's a little too far.
Shut up and dribble.
All right, moving on. We're gonna talk to a little football. Got little things happening in football. We're gonna first go on with the Kansas City traded away Marcus Peters to
The Rams.
the Rams. I guess right now it's only for some picks. I think that's a good move for the Rams. Good move for Kansas City, which I think.
Personally, think it's great for the Rams because that shores up if they already said they want to switch over the franchise tag to LaMarcus Joyner. I shore up their secondary. The pass rush and defensive line is nasty already. If they go anywhere on defense, then the draft maybe get a faster linebacker to replace Laurinaitis. But other than that, that defense is stacked. The offense is where it's at. It's nasty.
Anytime you got a chance to get a top player at his position, you go do it. Marcus Peters, even though he has some issues,
he's the most productive corner.
Exactly. Other than that, he's good at his job. He's one of the best at his job. And from a Los Angeles point of view, we get better. Our defense is good. We were a good defense last year. Now we get another lockdown corner who we can put on somebody and say shut him down. And now come on, man. You giving Aaron Donald more time to get to the quarterback because you got a better cornerback. Your secondary was already good. Come on, you got to get better. And for Kansas City, I guess they really did like the guy Fuller. I guess they really liked him to move on.
I mean,
because that other cornerback spot was ridiculous.
That's what I was thinking in my head. Like you finally had the fix.
But
you finally had a fix.
But it just goes to show that his productivity just weighed on him. Like his on the field, off the field antics Andy Reid just couldn't deal with it no more, and just maybe the whole team he just thought needed a new look. You know what I'm saying? They're going with the rookie, a young guy quarterback, trying to have the young talent, and he just didn't want to deal with Peters as a player anymore. I'm assuming because he's definitely a productive, definitely a good corner. He's definitely a good corner, and Rams got a good corner. But if he can just be on his P's and Q's, he can be really effective in this league. But I think his time with Wayne at Kansas City.
I'm about to say he's back on the West Coast.
I'm about to say he's back closer to home because he's from Oakland. He's closer to home.
His big color.
That may help. And Rams get better. He's not old. It's not they trying for somebody out his prime. He's still young and good at his position. And now he can just grow with that defense. You got him and Aaron Donald. Come on, that defense is solid.
As a group, are we accepting the fact that KC is actually taking a step back to hopefully build for a longer future?
I
think they're in a
middle.
I think Andy Reid got a little room to if this is a losing season, it'd be okay. Because he got a rookie quarterback on there, but he got Kareem Hunt. First-year quarterback, starting quarterback, Kareem Hunt. They still need to get a better wide receiver to help Tarek because he's not a top
productive, but you need number one.
You still got Kelsey is your number one, but you need another deep threat, another just short hand guy because Wilson and the other guys, little small guys. Unless you gonna run Peyton
option.
The Tom Brady system, but if you're not doing that,
Hill is a high-end field stretcher. That's what he should.
His hands is iffy.
They're very iffy.
It should be deep threat and little gadget plays right here. To rely on him as a full-time every down receiver is asking a lot for him. It's asking a lot for him. All right, moving on to Vikings. In a quarterback conundrum.
Yeah, realistically, who do you want for the quarterback? If you are the front office, who are you putting? All right, this is my vote.
The cheapest of the three is Teddy. Teddy's the cheapest
for sure.
It's the youngest and the cheapest. For me, my vote would be Teddy.
Who you got?
I just said I put them on a list. Who's the best quarterback here?
Sam Bradford.
If I can't get Kirk, I'll take Sam.
Yeah, that's what I was
Sam Bradford's the best quarterback.
I think none of them are franchise guys as of right now. I want to bet my money on if I'm front office. I'm just you want to hope it's Teddy because you drafted him, but how can you? Can you wait? Because you so in a win now situation. Not because but you can win a Super Bowl right now, and dealing with Teddy confidence possibly is something you man. If we got a guy that's solidified, so I think you should go after Kirk Cousins. You should go after Kirk Cousins, try to get him.
Is shot.
Yeah, and possibly Teddy's. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. I think I would definitely go Kirk Cousins. I would definitely. My list would be Kirk Cousins number 1. Case Keenum number 2, Teddy 3, and then Bradford if possible if you want.
If his knees wasn't what they are.
I think the best situation is have Sam, pay Sam what you have to pay him to come back,
and Teddy's your backup.
Get Teddy for the cheap for backup.
Teddy gonna be cheap.
And if Teddy come along, in the off season.
So what
preseason? We'll see what we can do from there. I mean, get 2 out of the 3. I feel like it's better than betting on all he has is one basket.
For sure. I'm letting Case walk because I'm not overpaying for him.
Basically,
Personally.
but you never know. Case might go look at the market and realize bread not
If-
what I thought it was. And
Come back for my offer though. I'm not overpaying you.
Just as long as it's not a disrespectful.
Case just
offer.
need to see what the kid from Bengals getting, McCarron. If McCarron gets some quality, you
McCarron
gotta
get
know.
paid,
You gotta know Case gotta
I'll
get
let
a
go.
lot of money.
I agree. if McCarron get paid, because he has no body of work compared to Case's, at least Case got some body of work you can go off that's recent. Yeah, if McCarron get paid, Case got to get paid. I get it.
All right, moving on to Philly.
This is some deep, really long time.
As y'all know, Frank Reich took the coach's job, leaving an opening position at the offensive coordinator position. And the guy who been there a long time, Deuce Staley,
It's a good running back too, man.
was passed over again.
They gave him a Rooney Rule interview though.
They
right?
gave him an interview. They gave him a special new title.
What is his special new title?
He's the assistant head coach.
He's assistant
But he
head
still has his own
coach,
running back job, running back coach job.
but he was not get the offensive coordinator job. You know how valuable offensive coordinator jobs are in this league and what they lead to. So, what y'all think about that move by
You
Philly?
got to add in the fact that the dude they did hire only was with the team 1 year.
This
I don't know the guy's name. What is his name? I forgot his name.
This is my position, right? The Rooney Rule is starting to become a joke. It's just starting to become a joke. Because this is the thing. You will think once somebody get interviewed for any type of job, because Deuce Staley was interviewed for the head coaching job.
Yep.
You would think, okay, so now that the team that he's on interview, maybe some other teams will give him some interviews. But no, that's not what's happening. All they're doing is cherry picking a black guy on staff saying, we're going to interview for the job, knowing you have no chance to get the job and be happy with the interview and go back and do your job. So from my position, if I'm a coach, do you even accept the interview at that point?
And it's not like I understand him getting looked over for the head coaching job. If y'all want to give him that, he doesn't have
That's fine.
coordinator experience or whatever. But y'all not even giving him the fast track to that. He applied for the OC job. Why can't what about his credentials? Well, his time with the team, what's the word before? What he brought to the coaching staff, then was looked over for somebody who just came in next year.
I think they was a number 2 or number 3.
His name is Mike Groh.
One or number 2 rushing team in the league. You know, he had a lot to do with that.
Mike Groh is the new offense coordinator. Groh, whatever his name is. White guy, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, like that. My position is if they offer you that, like, so Deuce Staley had to know he wasn't gonna get the offense coordinator job.
I mean
the head coach job. I'm sorry, the head coach job. Why even accept the interview?
Because you need that. You need that interview. You need
It's
that.
a token
but you
interview,
need
though.
your name out there. I don't know. The Rooney Rule has its
False.
faults, but it has its pros because what you can't. The Rooney Rule can't make you hire a black minority candidate. It can't make you do that.
No.
All it can do is make you give an interview and give interviews to put people on the name, like to know that Deuce Staley was even up to be a head coach is strong enough, right? So
Is it though? Because I mean,
I'm about
at
to
some
say.
point,
What else
you're
can you do?
Well, you had 27 interviews and no one looked at you. I don't know if I want to hire you.
so
either.
what else can you do?
Bro, but
I need an alternative plan here.
no,
I agree.
There's
another option.
But
needs to be made.
there's no. I don't foresee any fix for it because they short of saying you got to hire a black coach every 5.
No,
you
I don't
can't
wanna
do
force
that.
that.
So there's no fix, but it's obviously where it's getting to
A black coach was hired.
where the public
Books.
where the
I didn't know-
public is saying the Rooney Rule is kind of a joke sometimes.
But the OC position is the fast track to head coach.
Yes, it is.
It is,
That
for sure.
is being whitewashed for the most part.
To these more creative, intellectual guys, I guess. I don't know.
He's been on your staff for years. If you
I mean, at some point, loyalty got to be over.
he played for you too.
Yeah, he did.
Go Lamar Jackson. You can finish the NBA.
We're gonna go with Lamar. All right. Moving on to more NFL draft combine is Bill Polian said
Some stupid stuff.
stuff about Lamar Jackson,
Stupid.
which everybody saw was coming out. We touched on it earlier shows before. He said Lamar Jackson should play wide receiver in college. He said he shouldn't.
NFL.
I'm sorry, wide receiver in the NFL. He should not play quarterback. He tried to give him praise. He said he he as elusive and as quick as Antonio Brown. He said he as good as that. So
Damn
he
praise.
threw the best receiver out there for him to he can try to emulate, but he totally shot his whole quarterback situation down the drain. Do you agree or disagree with Bill Polian?
Okay, first of all, Bill Polian,
Let me throw up Lamar Jackson's stats real quick on
you
the
get
screen
your
for y'all.
old ASS off TV because he's seen now something. He tripping.
Bill
I'm
Polian
sorry.
is
I don't
NFL
care.
royalty, bro.
I don't care. You're stupid. You're tripping. Okay, I'm a fan of Tim Tebow. I'm sorry. I'm a fan
Tim
of Tim
Tebow, the
Tebow.
person or the football player?
The football player. I'm a fan.
Okay.
If Tim Tebow can get drafted in the first round, he can't even throw a football.
Okay. I don't think.
What's the problem with Lamar
I
Jackson?
don't think this is a great argument for this because I feel like that's it was a mistake. And everybody
Okay,
knows it was a mistake.
but my saying, so this is what I'm getting on.
Okay.
Why is it that when these mobile quarterbacks, who they say are football players,
What he's saying is, I'm gonna say, did Bill Polian tell Tim Tebow to play tight end? I doubt it. No. All right.
how
He had some fullback time.
and then to go then in the same Bill Polian also he praised Johnny Manziel. He said Johnny Manziel should go number 1 overall.
Did he say that?
Yes, he said that. Look it up. Then to come out and say Lamar Jackson too short to play the position. He's 6'3", Bill Polian. Aaron Rodgers is 6'2". Tom Brady is 6'4". What is too short? What about 6'3" is too short? But then to say Baker Mayfield should be drafted in the top 5 because he can make plays. Get out of here. That's that Bill Polian is tripping. That's that
I'm gonna
bullshit.
go.
He's probably just senile, guys.
That's that bullshit.
I'm gonna go on here and just I'm gonna go to stick on the field. He went on.
That bullshit.
But Lamar Jackson has every right to be tried at quarterback. He did things that never been done in college football. He was a Heisman Trophy winner, first quarterback ever to run for 1,500 and throw for 1,500. A lot of touchdowns. I think it's like 75 or 80 touchdowns in his three seasons he played. He got a better, I think, completions percentage than Josh Allen, who Mel Kiper got going number 1. You know what I'm saying? So
their excuse for Josh Allen, he had no one around him. Oh, fucking well.
and go look at Lamar Jackson's talent around him.
Thank you.
Let's be real.
Thank you.
He played against better talent,
Way better.
better defenses than Baker Mayfield in the Big 12. He played against Cupcakes. He played against, was it Kansas? Kansas football is the worst football of all time. If you go watch that, I think they lost every game. He played against Kansas. So trash, bro.
Trash.
Like Lamar Jackson, not this year. Last year had one of his best games against
Florida State.
and against Clemson, who had one of the best D lines
Ever.
in college. So Lamar Jackson is this day and age Michael Vick. I think he got a strong arm. He's quick.
He can make the
I think he definitely deserves the right to play quarterback in the NFL.
Nah,
Point blank. Period.
Lamar Jackson is a project. I
Definitely
agree.
a project.
You need somebody to invest in him. But why isn't he worth an investment? What about him isn't worth an investment?
What was the last big investment quarterback drafted? Cardell?
Probably big investment quarterback was probably Terrell Pryor.
Oh, but yeah, they definitely went all in on Terrell though.
They went
But
on.
if you give him the Aaron Rodgers treatment, 3 years sitting down. Aaron Rodgers got 3 years.
Come on. I'm not saying Lamar Jackson
Jimmy
will
G
come in and
treatment.
be Aaron Rodgers.
Jimmy G
I'm
treatment.
not being unrealistic. I'm just saying he can't get a chance to play quarterback.
That talent, bro. If you got that man playing quarterback, you saw. I'm not saying Michael Vick was the greatest quarterback ever, but
He was the most exciting.
it's different levels of how I look at things, right? Because obviously it's a big money thing. A lot of execs lose their jobs. A lot of money going to this thing. But who wouldn't want to come watch Lamar Jackson if you in your town? He much watch TV.
Every time you're on the field.
Everybody will go and sit down and want to watch him be great. And
Even if he failed, they're going to want to see him fail.
they're gonna want him to see the greatest show on turf. They want to. It's gonna be the Michael Vick experience at point 2. So I want the Buffalo Bills to take him. Maybe not the first round pick, second, third round. Take a flyer on him because if he great and he hit, it's gonna change the game. He gonna change the game. All right, moving on. Moving on to what is that? Impeach? Oh, that's Greek Freak, right?
Yeah, Johnny.
So over
His name's Johnny.
over the All-Star break, I guess Embiid whispered sweet nothings to Giannis and said, he should come over and join Philly, join 76ers. Do you think that would be the team to beat in the future if Giannis joined the process, we'll say.
It came up. I think that first and foremost, they big as hell. Like,
They long as hell. They long as hell. Long as hell.
ball handlers, but they absolutely have to get some shooters.
Joe Embiid can shoot the three.
He can hit it 3. He can't shoot.
I mean, I don't want him always in the
All right.
corner.
I
want him on the block,
Let me answer
right?
this from a coaching perspective, right?
All right, coach. Coach corner.
I am going to get the 2 best shooters. Every year in the draft, I'm drafting the best shooter in the draft. I'm trading up and getting the best shooter in the draft. And I am literally, everybody else on my team is shooters. Everybody else. You got to be able to hit the 3 to be on the team. You got to hope Markel Foss figure out what a jump shot is again.
Or be a 6-man, right?
Or whatever. You keep it JJ Redick. You get shooters. But, bro, I am playing 2-3 songs. And I am making people score. Okay, bet. I'm making everybody score on this line. You got that's 2 point guards, 2 6-10 point guards. Amazing.
And when they take their breaks between Giannis and Ben, like they can just sub in for each other.
It's amazing, bro.
I think you got to, if this possible, you got to do it. You got to collect talent. You figure out,
Sure.
and you get a coach to make it work. You got to make it work. One of them got to develop a jump shot, something. That's really your 5, 4, and 3, and you figure out your 2 and 1. Hopefully, great shooters, the best shooters you can find.
Best shooters you can find.
Maybe
Like,
Clay
you
one. Maybe you,
JJ Redick there.
Hell yeah.
maybe Clay gonna be up in a couple years. Maybe you try to give throw Clay a whole max
You
deal,
call-
bring Clay down.
Bro, you call Ray Allen. Ray, how in shape is you, Ray?
and you figure it out.
How
As a
is it,
coach,
bro?
We hire you, brother.
figure it out.
Of course.
You figure it out, and I think that will definitely be the number 1 team in the East for sure.
Hell yeah.
I mean, who can compete with that? So
It would be
I
tough.
think Embiid should really think about that. Moving forward for sure. I mean, sorry, Giannis.
That would be dope. That would be fun to watch. Cause they would just that would be the best. That's the type of basketball I want to watch. Athletes, they just athletes getting up and down the floor.
Who would you like to coach though? Who do you think would be great at coaching that level of talent?
Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. I'm sorry, Brad Stevens is the best coach in the league.
But when I think Brad Stevens, I want to see him coach with less. I don't want to give him more talent. I love the fact that he makes the best out of
you
what
give
is
Brad
out.
Stevens that, he might reel off 6.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
Defensively,
he might reel off 6.
the
bro.
game plan would be so he can do so much defensively.
He's switching
so
everything.
it'd be
He's
great.
switching everything.
It'd be great for him. Brad.
He's switching everything.
Brad. Let's go, Brad.
Brad
Moving on, Adam Silver had a lot of different type of Adam Silver had some things to say about the playoff format. He might want to change it until a playoff play-in tournament for the 7 to 8 seeds. Eliminate the 1 and I'm sorry, that's something different. Rescinding the playoffs between 1 and 16.
Receding
Receding the players. You get in the same way, still East-West. You get in the same way 18, but then when you in the playoff, they're receded 1 to 16. Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all think that should be the new format or what? The play-in for the 7 to 8 seed team, like the
I don't like that.
baseball
That
does.
play-in game that's trash to me. No.
I think they making it messy. I think they just wait out LeBron retirement and then let everything kind of figure itself out.
I
So
think
you don't like the 116?
I like the 1 and 16 because I think it'll give us the 2 best teams. Hopefully.
Do we give us the best teams in the NCAA tournament when they do it like that?
But it's a series.
series,
It's
so.
still series.
Oh, okay.
It's still serious. Because this is the thing. As good as LeBron is, most of us feel he still has no shot to win a championship this year. So, all I'm saying is, I would want to watch a Golden State Houston final. That would be fun to watch for me because I would at least feel maybe Houston can upset. Maybe.
Making it
But
messy. I think they
I
just
can't.
wait out LeBron
like
retirement
LeBron
and let
is
everything
good.
kind of figure itself out.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. LeBron is good. He's a great player, but most of us feel he has no shot. And if LeBron don't get to the finals, we definitely feel Boston don't got no shot. So we all feel like the best teams in the West anyway. Let's see the best teams at the end play each other.
I just don't know if we want to make those changes right away. Like,
I don't know if it's right away, but down the line. There you go.
All right. What I think, I'm not against the 1 through 16. I think it can have its kinks to it. I think that having the best 2 quality teams, for me, is cool. But I mean, if the best 2 teams in the West, they probably gonna play in the Western Conference Finals anyway. So, and you know what I'm saying. So you're gonna
That's
get
the
it.
finals then?
No, but I'm saying like if you don't think nobody in the East got a chance, so you could call the Western Conference Finals the finals. But So it don't matter if they play, either playing the Western Conference Finals or the finals. They're gonna play each other. Usually, the best teams, the best 4 teams, usually play each other, and then each conference. So I'm not mad at the format. It worked this long, and nobody ever complained. It's only because it's a little untilted. The West is going, everything going to the West, maybe, but everything gonna regress to the mean. It's gonna regress to the mean for sure, and that'd be all right.
We should be good. Still active.
Okay.
We sorry, y'all. We just making sure the technical.
But that was our last question. We got any?
I got a bunch of extra stuff that we didn't.
Okay, cool.
The Jimmy injury.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Butler got hurt his knee. But we're just gonna say Savy out for a extended amount of time. What do y'all think?
Minnesota's done.
Future for Minnesota.
I
They
mean, you don't
foresee
think
it
Andrew
right now.
Wiggins can step up in his place?
Fuck no.
No, because he didn't do it last year. I don't see.
I mean, you got enough baked wins to keep stay.
They're gonna be in the playoffs.
I think they can make the
But
playoffs.
they're gonna get swept. Jimmy Butler made.
But they might not make the playoffs because Jimmy Butler been playing great. If he had to give it MVP, it'd been Jimmy Butler. So it's gonna be a little tough for sure.
You're done though.
Dead in the water, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Minnesota fans.
All right. What about Kirk Cousins and the Jets going all in on him? How you think you feel about that?
You the Jets fan? How you feel about it?
I told you I got some jump tree. Like, whatever necessary. Whatever is necessary.
As a Bills fan, I hope they spend all their money on him. Sure.
Yep.
I mean, I don't personally want the Kirk Cousins sweepstakes thing. If we get him, sure. I'm more so of drafting a guy, having him cheaper, building the team like that way. But if you want to, I'd rather more so have cap space and draft a guy than spend a lot of money on him. But if he is the guy for you, you definitely can get the guy first and then build a team around him.
I think it's smart by the Jets to put this out there because now they're eliminating teams to. Who can match this bread?
Only Cleveland.
And only Cleveland can match this bread. And so now you really deduce, is Kirk Cousins in it for the money or do you want to win?
That really makes that question. Like,
So I'm fine. Put it out there because now you
So
said
let's flip it to y'all. If y'all Kirk Cousins, where y'all going?
I'm going to Denver. If I'm Kirk Cousins, just the best one now situation on the market.
If you Kirk Cousins, where you going?
Or Minnesota, Denver or Minnesota.
if they offer me 60 guaranteed in the first year, I'm taking that bread.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. If Cleveland offered me 60 million and then no one else offered me
So
60
what if somebody offer you 55 and $5 million less
$55 million
to go to
guaranteed
a more so
Denver or Minnesota
winning?
had what you offer you 55.
It's like what's the number gap where winning outweighs that money?
Minnesota or Jacksonville can offer me like 35, and I would probably take the 35.
Over the 60.
Over
35 is
60.
the number.
Yeah, but it's probably a shorter deal.
Oh, okay.
Probably a shorter deal.
I go to win now. If I'm Kirk, I want to go. I want to go. I think he should go to a win now situation. It just makes more sense.
Jacksonville 35. Yeah, I'll do 35 with Jacksonville.
All right,
That's a win now situation.
so do we have any questions today, guys?
Yeah, we got a lot of
There's a bunch of stuff. Well, we still ain't finished the Shady on trade block. I want to talk about that.
Oh, the shady trade block. Okay, shady trade block. I'm the Bills fan, so I'll talk about it. If we can move up and draft a quarterback that day we want, I'm not shady. You gotta go as running backs. You gotta go a year early. Everybody know that. Shady got value right now. They should have traded him last year. That's what his most value. He had the most value last year, but he still has value right now for a team like the Giants, the Colts. Those teams who need a running back, a quality running back right now that can help them right now, he has value in those places. Yes, for sure. Even say if
So what's the haul that you expect
I'm
from
about to say, what
Shady?
you want back?
it depends, if we can move, it got to be a draft day thing to move up. If we're not moving up in the draft, then
What
it's
team
no
do
point.
you think want to go after Shady?
Whoever won them.
Giants need running back. So I ain't
Giants need running backs. Indy, like I said, the two people I said in the top 5 picks, Giants, Indy. If Cleveland don't want to running back or whatever, like it's a lot of people up there who need a running back, a quality running back.
Petty. Sending him to Cleveland is petty.
Something's up.
If they give you the deal, they give you the deal.
I want to end it, come back to do.
I mean, I'm sure they get audio still though.
If the video is spotty, guys, we apologize. Well, we're trying to work it out, but the audio still is good, so we can keep talking.
The Jags extended Tom Coughlin,
And
Caldwell, and Doug Marrone.
Good move. I'm happy for him.
Caldwell.
He went to, like
GM.
The GM.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy for
Yeah,
him.
they should. They got fire real farther than I expect them to be, and most teams would have to
He got a question saying, how long do we think KD and Steph Curry gonna stay together?
That's very interesting. I think Clay is gone personally.
He said he wanted to stay.
Nah, I'm just playing. I think Clay gonna take shorts. I think KD, because he the one who stirred the pot, who came in and shook some things up. He's gonna continue taking less because he understand what.
Well, KD can take the max next year because nobody's up next year but KD. So he can opt out and go get his max. So he probably gonna do that. But the person who's gonna take shorts is Draymond. Draymond is gonna say, Draymond, I'm sorry, bro, you're not getting the max.
But KD, he got $500 million shoe contract.
He don't need it.
I think he's in a position to.
Yeah, he gonna get his max next year.
To know that I'm a max player, just like
He gonna get his
other
max.
players.
He gonna get his max.
Because there's some people that call him a high-end role player.
Who?
Highest end role player.
Who? KD?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I never heard of that before. Really?
People disrespectful.
Because y'all know, because in order to keep it together,
somebody gotta take shorts.
Steph was the one was taking shorts.
He's getting paid $11 million a year.
So I'm not saying do that.
That was his own issue.
It was, but he could.
But that's the. All I'm saying
that.
I'm saying is I'm not saying like that's why KD should. I'm saying that was the only reason that they was able to stay together and was able to even bring in KD. Because Steph was taking shorts. So it's like one of those things like KD, bro, if you want to stay together, somebody got to take shorts.
All things come to an end. So
what's going to happen, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Clay going to stay. I don't know if he'll get the max, he's going to get something close. Draymond, that's going to be the short guy. Whereas Draymond, I like Draymond. I think people disrespect him, but I'm also realistic. Draymond's the most expensive of the four. So they're going to say, Draymond, if you think you can get max somewhere, go do
somebody
it.
Go max it.
But we not giving you max.
Sacramento or something.
We not giving you max. If you want to stay a part of this train, you got to take shorts.
Detroit from.
You can replace Draymond. If you think Jordan Bell is good, start trading Jordan Bell to be that guy. I'm sorry. But Clay, KD, and Steph,
Draymond gonna say,
I
was a champion on every level, be a champion on any team.
All right, go ahead, bro. Clay,
if you those three are literally all timers. Like Clay is probably the best shooter, not named Steph. Like maybe in history, he's definitely the best 3-and-D guy of all time. Like if you could think of a 3-and-D guy, you're probably gonna think of Clay. His amount of defense, all-pro defense, and just shooting. It's hard to think of those guys, and Clay is on that top of that list.
Clay's a Hall of Fame role player.
Steph is Steph. He changed the game.
Steph's the best shooter of all time.
KD is the first unicorn. He's gonna be a top 10 player of all time. So
and especially if he rack up rings.
Draymond, you're not gonna be in none of those conversations, bro.
Draymond, your best hope is being.
He's gonna be a coach. Sure.
That
maybe.
For real. He gonna be. That's dope. But he's not Hall of Fame right now.
Gotcha.
He a Hall of Fame.
Before we jumped away from the Jazz right there, but they also cut Chris Ivory.
Okay.
No money, care. No. That's cut.
He might as well
Chris Ivory, the second running back for the Jazz.
Big guy. He was good for the Jets for that one.
When he got hurt and Yeldon had a good playoff game, he was already cut. He already know. He should have took off his equipment and just said,
"No, he was a healthy scratch. He didn't even try."
He should have just went in the back room and said, "Let me go house search for somewhere else."
But he got a lot of guarantee money up front, so he good. He's fine. Him and his family's good.
Think anybody kick the tires on him?
Hell no.
Who, Chris Ivory?
Yeah.
Nah, you better draft a guy for shorts.
Giants might.
I mean, they gotta not hit nobody in the draft.
Yeah.
Running back's a dime a dozen, bro.
Yeah.
Of his caliber.
Dez says straightforward. If you're not part of Dez Bryant camp, you kiss my ass. Talking about I'm taking a pay cut.
He needs to take a pay cut.
Take a pay cut, bro.
He's not taking a pay cut. Like, so what's
trade him?
If it wasn't Jerry Jones, it'd be like, he definitely getting cut. But now it's Jerry, that's his son, that's his man. He cool with him. He did a lot for him and his family as far as helping Dez grow as a man, as a person. So I understand that.
I don't.
But it's 3 years of this, Dez.
You bad, bro. This is the thing. Jerry,
not a year. 3.
If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm not asking. I'm bringing you to the table saying, Dez, you're taking a pay cut or you're leaving. It's not an option.
I remember we having this conversation before this past season. I was talking about we should try to trade Dez. He's the only value he's gonna have.
Dez.
I want him to go to Jackson.
He has no value right now. No value. What are you giving up for Dez contract?
I don't know now. It's
nothing.
And Dak is not really in his camp.
Not your
Dak
man.
don't bang on him.
Dak like Bryce Butler.
Dak, he's tired of forcing you the ball, 88, and he's tired of dealing with you. Keep on saying you need the ball.
You messing with my
You top 5 in targets,
and
bro.
you suck.
And you bottom 20 in receptions, bro.
Damn,
What
bro.
you doing?
You
I
take
look
a
bad
pay
when you're
cut.
injured.
You take a pay cut, or you can call Tony Romo see if you can get you a job at CBS. Figure this shit out.
I'm not Tony. This not Tony offense. This Zeke and Dak show. And
Get with it or get gone.
bro, you're not the same guy.
We like Bryce. That doesn't. We like Bryce. Bryce will come cheap.
Gotcha.
Cheaper than 16 mil. Like,
I'll speak on this. David Harris retired, long time Jet. Loved your work there, bro. Good work.
I forgot he was even playing.
The
Don't
linebacker.
disrespect.
I'm sorry. I like David.
He'll be a Ring of Honor guy for the Jets.
He's a linebacker.
Okay, that's
Alright,
fine.
I know he
You
is.
got that.
You guys got Lorenzo Alexander.
I know who he is. I just didn't know who he was. Honestly, I know who he was. I'm saying I didn't know.
Why you gotta bring Zoe up in here, bro?
He's only got 2 years. He's not
I
going
mean, I
to
could bring up Brandon Marshall for you too. What you trying to say?
He's not going to the Hall of Fame.
He's not going
So
to
he only played 2 years. Kyle, we got Kyle.
The last thing I thought was interesting, though, no, we could talk about. My boy Peanut Tillman. He made it to the FBI.
What?
He a legit FBI agent.
Who?
Charles Peanut Tillman?
He an FBI agent?
Yes, he passed his test.
What?
I don't know how you be an FBI agent being an NFL player. I mean, your face has been everywhere before, but he's FBI.
He a death duty guy? But that's cool, you know? That's dope, man. Keep up with Peanut Tillman.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That is dope.
He
That's
got like
some
the
dope shit.
most like strict fumble sacks, right?
That's
He punched
dope.
the ball
He had
out.
the peanut punch.
That's dope, man.
I
Peanut
like
Tillman,
that.
that's dope.
Thank you
Congrats
for
to him.
bringing that.
Congrats to
That's
him,
dope.
man.
That's dope. 'Cause
Black History Month fact.
That's dope. Peanut Tillman, FBI agent.
Dope.
He probably gonna look out for some of these college stuff.
Good bringing it around.
He probably look out like shit. Then nigga like Peanut, my uncle. Like,
All right, man.
let me see.
Any questions from the viewers? Any questions from the viewers?
Somebody said that talking about Bobo going to Oregon and Zion going to Duke. We never talk about that. I'm a Duke fan. We got the top 3 people we got RJ Barrett, I forget, Cam Reddish, Zion Williamson.
Where Bobo going?
Bobo going to Oregon. We're not talking about Bobo. We're talking about Duke. Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett. We got the best team in the league. We got Trey Jones.
Is they
best
gonna make
point
it
guard.
with this probe? Is they gonna make it there?
Coach K ain't do nothing. He above reproach. Duke national championships next year. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Duke is a national championship team next year. Zion Williamson gonna be the first 6'6" center in college to dunk on people. We winning this year. Cool. Is that it?
Yep.
I don't speak about it.
All right, that's it.
All right, guys. Thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But we're gonna be better next week with the video. But yes, hit us up. DM us some questions if you want to be on the show. Let us know. Tell us your location.
I'm filtered tomorrow, but Sunday we have a really, really special show. I know it's called Book Game, but we're going to be reviewing the Black Panther. So please tune in. Drop your Black Panther questions. That's what we're going to be doing.
And it's 21 I got out. Peace.
Deuces.